All right. Oh, got the wrong shot. Mic check. We go back there? All right. Welcome into Sports Talk. This is technically the after party, but we're going to call it the before party today, I believe. We're talking hot rods, if I can find the right picture here.
There
Sorry. Blake keeps showing up a little bit. He'll eventually be here. I'll eventually get this right. Wow.
Get it?
Okay, that's right. Wow.
It's right.
About the 15th option. You're listening to the after party, before party, whatever you want to call it, here Wednesday, April 8th. We're going to talk a little bit of hot rides. Hot rides, of course, had a good opening weekend, taking down the Winston-Salem Dash in 2 games. Now they got a new series against the Rome Emperors, game 2 tonight. Blake, I guess first question for you. What's your initial reaction to this team so far?
Team's looking good. I really like. We got a lot of young talent, a lot of guys who obviously have come back for this season. Petre, Santana, Santa Maria, a lot of those guys are back. Returned a lot of pitching as well. Gary Gill-Hill obviously started opening day. Had a good start that day. I think got the win, if I'm not mistaken. So the team's looking good. I'm really happy about it. Just got to keep going. And then we've added some younger pieces. Nathan Flewelling obviously hit the lone Hot Rods homer on the season so far, but it was a nuke over the scoreboard on Sunday afternoon. So, and he's only 19. So I mean, just think about next couple of months as he gets more pro ball under his belt and matures a little bit. Things are starting to fall into place for him. So, lots to be excited for here in Bowling Green. We got a good young core.
You talk about Flewelling. How was he from last night?
He'll be all right. Don't have any report. I know. So for those who don't know, Brian actually did line score for us last night. Flewelling did leave the game. Took a foul ball off the. You taking the mic out of the?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Comfortable. Yeah.
Yes.
He took a foul ball off the knee, but he should be all right. Not speculating, but.
All right, well, you're listening right here on Talk 104.93 WKCT Facebook page. Maybe sometime in the future, not really sure there. I want to thank our sponsors, once again, Campbell Chevrolet, Hills Mattress and More, and Breen and Wilford Injury Lawyers. Blake, for you, last night, a historic game by the pitching staff, second most strikeouts in the game with 19.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't even the best strikeout game in the Rays affiliate system last night. Charleston struck out 20 and walked none. So,
wow.
Yeah, I mean, great game pitching-wise for us, aside from the loss. But 19 strikeouts is pretty crazy.
So how much can you be happy that you struck out that many guys, or how much can you be down that you lost the game?
I mean, yeah, obviously you want to win the game, but stats like that are pretty cool. I mean, Brian and I were talking before we got on. We had about 6 pitchers last night?
6 pitchers last night, which I thought that was. Well, I asked you, is it unusual?
At this level, everybody's got to get their work in. Everybody's arms are fresh. It's obviously also early season, so a lot of these guys are getting some of their first action of the year. So, got to get them some innings. Brito had that second inning last night for him wasn't helped by his defense. There was a hit that went over the head of Angel Mateo, and then error in center. So, but I thought Brito bounced back solidly. I think he had 6 strikeouts last night, which is now tops on the team. Again, it's only early, but I mean, it's coming from a guy who obviously the Rays liked what they saw in him when they traded for him last year with the Astros. So, and he pitched against the Hot Rods last year and struck out 12 batters. So we know Brito has that stuff. He's a top prospect in the Rays organization for a reason. And I think as the season goes on, we're going to see high strikeout numbers from him. And you just got to keep on, plugging. Obviously, we would have liked to win the game last night. Team would have loved to go 3-1 on the year. Things happen. That's just baseball,
Bats got kind of going late in the game last night. And, it's just game 4. But that's going to be a little concerning, that it took, about 3 or 4 innings before you got your first official hit last night.
I mean, they had a good pitcher on the mound, mixing up a lot of speed. So, and also again, it's early season for our batters as well. So they gotta get into the swing of things. No pun intended, but it'll come. Those things will come. Like I mentioned, Fluelling has the solo home run this year.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 2-run shot Sunday afternoon, and the second game of the doubleheader. So we'll get more consistent at bats under our belt. But also we'll see some good pitching this series, especially Friday night. But just keep having those hits, and then I mean Theo's put together some strong at bats. So we'll continue to see that coming out.
So obviously, you know what you're getting when you get a guy like Adrian Santana. You're getting a guy like Emilian Petre. Some of those other bats coming back. But a guy that's really stuck out to me that I didn't know too much about before this year, J.D. Gonzalez. He's got a handful of hits and a couple of extra base hits. He's really found a way to kind of bolster that bottom of the lineup.
Yeah, Brian and I were actually talking about him before we hopped on. J.D. was actually acquired. He was in the Padres system. Was one of their top prospects.
Okay.
I think he was 22 a couple of years ago. He was actually traded in the Jason Adams deal between the Rays and the Padres. So comes over. He's had some health injuries with his knee, but now he's getting healthy. His one thing that I saw to describe him, which I thought was an awesome thing to read, a bazooka behind the plate is how he's described. His arm's a bazooka.
Wow.
Okay.
Obviously, when Fluelling's another top prospect for the Rays, so I'm very comfortable where the Hot Rods are at catching wise, because you have Fluelling, you have J.D. Gonzalez, who both solid baseball players. Obviously, Fluelling's younger, 19, still filling things out, but J.D. can hit, he can field. Again, bazooka behind the plate. Would like to see him behind the plate last night after Flu left the game, but like I was telling Brian, he was the DH last night. So if he went into the game, we would have lost the DH. So, but JD's a great ball player, and like you said, he's had some great hits. I think he leads the team in doubles this season. So he's continuing it. Hopefully, we can just keep it going throughout the rest of the year.
Talk about Perez, because we talked about that off the air too as well too. I mean,
yeah.
I can't remember last time we had a really, really utility player here for the Hot Rods.
Yeah, Jose Perez came in and caught after Fluelling left the game last night. And if you look at the Hot Rods website, Perez is listed as a catcher. If you look at the kind of the sheet that the Riley, our broadcaster, prints out, he's listed as an infielder. And I actually asked him about that. I said, is he a catcher or is he an infielder? He does everything.
Wow.
I bet if he needed a pitch, he would pitch. I'm not putting that out there, but I'm saying he can quite literally play any position on the field, and that's something that you want to look for, especially at a level. The best availability is one, availability, but two is versatility. And the more you can play different positions, it absolutely helps you at all levels.
So we're through the first 4 games, 2-2 so far. Obviously, you get to round out the week. It's the longest homestand to start a year for the Hot Rods. How nice has it been on your side, kind of getting settled in with the team again?
Yeah, I thought opening weekend went very well. Obviously, rained out Saturday, which sucked. But I think with the way the weekend's gone on into the beginning of this week, it's been solid. Just getting things going, getting things flowing. Everything's, I think, in the ballpark's flowing smoothly. And that's all things you can ask for. And with the team coming in and the way they've performed so far, you can't really ask for anything else. Obviously, would love to be 4-0, but opening day, it was awesome.
That was fun.
It was a lot of fun. Gary was on the bump and pitched a great game, and the bats were flowing, really feeding off the crowd's energy. So it's awesome. That's the stuff that you love.
Let me ask Cole this question, because you did an interview with Gary Gilhill. So what did he talk about? You're asking me on tonight on NKY, right?
Not tonight. It's actually going to be next week.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
So
sorry,
spoiler
guys.
alert. No, I'm kidding. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Gary, he was a pitcher for Great Britain in the World Baseball Classic. Obviously, the only Hot Rod to compete in the World Baseball Classic. Got the only win. One of the only Hot Rods. Am I missing one?
Well, we had quite a few on many different rosters. We actually had 3 former Hot Rods on Great Britain.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Owen Wild was a pitcher for them, and then Lucius Fox was actually the shortstop for them.
Okay,
Lucius Fox.
Yeah.
We're going way back.
Yeah,
wow.
2 former Hot Rods. That was just on
Man.
Great Britain. We had several on some other teams. I think we had 18, if I'm not mistaken, across all rosters.
Wow.
But as far as Gary goes, he got the only win for Great Britain. kept them, eligible to compete in the next World Baseball Classic, which is pretty special.
That is special.
And obviously, for him, a pretty good time. So that'll come out next week, not tonight, according to Brian.
Sorry.
I don't know if
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
I don't know if it came up. Obviously, he's from New York. New York had committed to go to Wake Forest. What are his connections to Great Britain?
So that was like one of my first questions, because I know one of the big storylines was Austin Wells of the Yankees with the Dominican, because I don't know, he might have had a dog that was Dominican or something, so he eligible. But as far as Gary goes, he said his mom was born in the Barbados, and at the time, Great Britain, that was a colony of Great Britain. So that's the connection there. That's what made him eligible, and pretty awesome for him.
Wow. So Friday night, you mentioned about Friday night's going to be a big night with Rome taking on the Hot Rods. Why Friday night's going to be such a big night?
Well, on the promo side, it's going to be 70s night. Everybody loves the 70s, but actually in game, it'll be cool. So Cam Caminetti is pitching for Rome. He's scheduled to pitch for Rome. He's the Braves' #1 prospect. Also, for the baseball lovers out there, he's the nephew of 1996 National League MVP Ken Caminetti.
From the Astros,
Well, Padres at the time.
Padres, okay. Okay.
But he's going to be playing for the Braves. He's going to be starting on the mound. Gary Gilhill will be starting for the Hot Rods. He's obviously a race top prospect, but the one matchup everybody wants to see is going to be between... all right, Brian.
Yeah, but my bad.
Somebody's calling Brian and say, hey, why are you leaking Cole's story like that?
Yeah, that was what it was. Exactly. Yeah.
But, Cam Caminetti, he's a top prospect, obviously #1 for the Braves. I think he's 64 in MLB's top 100 for their pipeline organization. And then we have Theo Gillen for the Hot Rods starting in center field. We hope we'll be starting Friday night. He started every game so far. So everybody wants to see that, kind of top prospect matchup between Caminetti and then also Theo Gillen, who's the Rays. He's technically #2. Carson Williams is the #1 prospect. Obviously, Carson's got his cup of tea in the big leagues now. So the top prospect who hasn't seen any MLB action yet for the Rays in their pipeline is Theo Gillen. #2 prospect. He's number 71 or 72 overall in MLB's ranking. So seeing that matchup will be pretty special.
So looking ahead at the weekend, you got Princess and Pirate Night.
Yeah.
Is it Saturday night?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Brian, what's your favorite princess and what's your favorite pirate? I guess on the other side of that.
Couldn't tell you.
No?
Oh,
No.
You've got one.
You got one.
I don't know. What's Cinderella princess? I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that counts.
Okay. I don't
Such
know.
a
I don't.
cop-out.
I don't know. I don't watch pirate movies and
Yes, you
princesses.
do.
My favorite pirate, I guess Pittsburgh. I don't know. I don't
Jack
know.
Sparrow,
I don't watch that.
Could you name one Pittsburgh Pirate?
Yeah, old days. I can. Andy Van Slyke, Willie Stargell.
All right.
Those guys. I mean, yes.
All right, you got
Now,
me.
current. I don't know about current. McCutcheon was another one that was good too.
Well,
as
he's
well,
on the
too.
Rangers now.
Okay.
Well, I mean, again, but I know some pirates.
You can't
but,
name Paul Skeens?
He don't count.
That's a big miss. That's a big miss.
He don't count.
He won't be there long. I guess that's
He
what
won't be
you're
there
going
long. You know the big market's going to eat him
Bubba Chandler?
up. You know the big market's going to get him. You know that.
I
You
hope
know
not.
it. Yeah, they will. You know they will.
for. It sucks.
They will. You know they will.
But Cinderella's your princess.
I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess.
All right.
You can do better than that.
No, I can't. Princess Diana. Okay, there we go.
All right.
There you
That's
go.
a good
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Shout out.
R.I.P.
There we go. R.I.P. Yes, that's better. So
But Riley had said when we was doing What's Brewing earlier in the week that you guys will have, is it Ariel and Elsa?
That sounds right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay,
So
from
you need to get
Frozen.
familiar with them.
From Frozen. Yeah.
Oh, so you know where that's from?
Yeah, but I don't know they were princesses though. I didn't know they were princesses.
Technically.
So okay.
Okay. Well, where's Ariel from?
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Little Mermaid.
Okay, I still couldn't tell you that. Sorry.
So what should we expect from tonight's game, Blake?
Well, hopefully a win. Garrett Gainey starting on the mound tonight for the Rods. He's South Carolina Gamecock, so you like to see that.
Okay.
Big lefty. He's already pitched once this year. Had a solid inning in relief. Just need to get the bats going. Theo's leading off for the Hot Rods tonight, so that'll be a nice change of pace to see him in the leadoff spot, especially to use his speed a little bit more. And then just gotta get the bats going. Once the bats get going, I think we'll be fine.
So when we get past this week, they're going to have their first road trip of the season. I guess what we want to see from the rest of the home series to get the guys ready for the long road trip next week.
Yeah, I think obviously kind of starting 9 games at home is a little bit different, especially for, like Cole said, the longest homestand open a series, which is different. So you got to be thinking about it. They're sleeping in their own bed in their apartment for the first 10 days, 10 or so days. I mean, plus when you count the off day on Monday, so getting that out of the way. I think everybody would like to probably start on the road, kind of get all that out of the way. So now you're going on the road, just try to mentally prepare for that, and obviously you got to ride the bus and just kind of get back in the swing of things on the road.
It's hard.
It absolutely is. It's a grind, and I mean, nobody likes being away from home, but when you consistently have each other's backs like this team does, it makes things a lot easier.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're hoping for a win tonight. 6:35 p.m. First pitch between Rome and Bowling Green. Obviously, if you're hearing this in the future, the Hot Rods won. I'm going to put that out there.
Yeah, there we go.
Put the good vibes out there.
What's the final score?
5-3.
If it's 5-3 final score, I will be texting both of you for the lotto numbers.
I'll say 4-2.
All right.
4-2.
4-2.
All right.
4-2.
Okay.
All right. Thanks again, Blake, for coming by, talking some hot rods. We'll have more sports talk here in just a little bit, but this is the before-after party. We're going to call it the before party?
Before party, yeah.
Yeah,
the
I
pre-party.
like that.
The pre-party.
Pre-party, yes.
There we go.
Cool. All right. But for now, that is your look at sports talk.
You stop? You stopped. Okay, good.
Should be.
All right. You'll say fade to black on the TV screen when it gets officially stopped. So be good.
It'll eventually go off.